there and welcome. It is Empress Melissa. We're here at Desert Rose Mystic. Let's take a look at new reading, new year. Let us see what the higher self wants to say for us at this time. We're going to be taking a look at the Soul Helper Oracle cards along with a few other decks to get the energy starting off this new year. All right, how's everybody feeling out there? Did you have a great celebration last night? I sure hope so. Well, let's get into this, shall we, and see what is going on. So the Soul Helper Oracle cards, again, are messages from our higher self. So let's see, will the dragon come out? What energy is going to come out at this time to be the main energy that we will be looking at going into 2024 for the collective? Coming out at this time, success and happiness are coming. So you're being asked to remember that. I mean, this is the main energy on the book here. All right. Success and happiness are absolutely on its way, but are you ready for it? All right. 36 comes to a 9. That is the number on this card. All right. So 9s are talking about coming to an end of something that you've been dealing with perhaps for quite a long time. What better time than now at the beginning of the new year to go ahead and step into this beautiful new energy. Dragon, the year of the dragon. We're talking about the number 8, as above, so below. This card says enjoy and celebrate life. How many of you are feeling this beautiful energy today, that peacock energy? Feeling as if you are being seen as who you truly are. And if not, hey, what better time than now to step into that power? So the power animal for this particular card is the Pegasus. So unicorns, all of the magical aspects of that energy are coming through today, along with patchouli. Patchouli is a very grounding and earthy kind of energy. 222. Maybe you're making a decision to get more grounded at this time. Healing crystal is the moss agate, and the number is 9. This card says celebrate your successes, your happiness, and your life. They enrich you. Enjoy them to the full. Life is full of ups and downs, and we can experience some form of loss or failure at any time. Such is life, full of highs and lows, laughter and tears, clarity and despair. How true is that, right? It does come with those polarities, but how can we stay in the middle and enjoy everything that is happening, regardless of if it is a positive or negative? But this does not matter right now, so dress up, put flowers in your hair, and dance through life, because now things are looking good. Stay in that energy, perhaps like you were in last night, you know, feeling good, looking good, looking, smelling like $1,000,000, right? Stay in that energy. 333, you're being encouraged throughout this year. Tap into that happiness and celebratory energy as if it is already here. When happiness comes into your life, make sure you enjoy and make the most of it. You cannot bottle it up to enjoy it at a later stage. So live joy and elation fully in this moment. To be rich is to know that you cannot hold on to a single second. Do not even try, but instead turn it into a celebration. You have drawn this card because you are successful right now, and you are on a high, feeling free and happy. You may have forgotten to celebrate a recent success, but you can do that now. Just remember to remind yourself that true happiness means finding a clear perspective on everything, living with dignity and grace, and recognizing your soul path. True wealth is always to be found in the heart rather than in the bank balance. So do make sure that you're keeping an eye on 456, your heart balance, all right? That will definitely help to ensure the increase in your bank balance. Remember that there are always reasons to celebrate yourself and life. So again, this is going to be about remembering as we go through this year. Cannot get away from those ups and downs, right? You're not going to be able to, negate the negative aspects of life or those unexpected twists and turns that can happen as a result. This card says you are caught up in drama, and this is on the bottom of the deck. So this could be something that this last year could have been filled with a lot of drama. Act to free yourself, change, and blossom again. Again, it's about stepping back into life and celebrating and being a part of that life again, instead of perhaps pulling back. 555, making that choice, if you will, that you're going to be happy in your life. Live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. This is what many of us, tend to kind of get on this path where we stray away from hearing that call, from following that path, because it says, regardless of what's happening around you, we still want to be able to live authentically. So if this is something that maybe you felt like, was not happening in the recent past or in this past year, this is all about, tapping back into that happiness in yourself, so that you can feel happy about your life, regardless of what situations pop up, whatever circumstances arise. You can feel good within yourself knowing that these are just minor setbacks. Or even if something really good happens, it's like, yes, enjoy it. Enjoy it at that moment. And even if you forget to, and you remember later, oh yeah, I did have a big win. Make sure you are recognizing those small wins, the big wins, all of the wins, because this helps you to start recognizing all of the positives in your life, so that you can start to feel so much better as a result, regardless, again, of what is happening, right? You can be like, so what? I've got this. We're going to make sure and get through this. Coming to America came out here. Interesting. So you could be meeting someone of a royal nature, perhaps someone that is going to help to kind of make things better in the financial department. But this could have been something that you were struggling with in the past as well, as far as feeling happy in your finances or feeling good within your stability in life, if you will. Coming to America, marriage, foreign, entourage, overseas, wealth. This could be a situation where someone married someone of wealth as well. Someone who had money, could have been someone from overseas as well. Kings and queens, discovery. This also says sowing oats, empire, generation, and love. So I do feel like someone is definitely, I feel like, wanting to make better choices in the type of people that they are connecting with. Maybe perhaps realizing that some people are just after blood, after that fresh meat. Maybe someone saw you as someone they could take advantage of, that they could get benefits from without really having to invest too much, right? Yeah, there's an energy here with this DMX, which talks about spirit versus flesh. You're the dog. Prayer warrior. How's it going down? Rough ride, addiction, X. I'm slipping, I'm falling, let me fly, with this Godfather energy. You may have felt, and maybe you have been praying to be released from someone who definitely could have been pulling a lot of strings in your life, maybe because of money. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody had some money tied up in a offshore bank account kind of situation. Maybe you were dealing with someone like that who tried to say that they had money, but they ended up turning out to be a catfish type of situation. Now we've got Tupac coming up here. Interesting, because DMX is no longer with us, and neither is Tupac. Dear Mama, Hail Mary, all eyes on me. Me against the world, Bishop, East Coast, West Coast, Digital Underground, only God can judge me. So I do feel like definitely there's some separation going on here, 1010 energy. I do feel like that, you know, maybe there was this situation of coming together with maybe someone of a foreign nature. Again, it feels like that this ended up being a crazy situation. You may have made some discoveries about this person. I got a Black Widow energy coming out here today. Maybe someone, again, was just trying to trap you. Was trying to get something from you, money. Maybe this is the type of people that you're running into. People that maybe, you know, come off as if they have a lot, or they're, you know, in this case, he came off as if he didn't have a lot, even though he did, right? So maybe that's the situation. And then you saw perhaps how this person, more or less with that X energy, could have just marked you and maybe just wanted to take you out kind of energy. 1111, interesting. So we almost have like this twin flame kind of dynamic. Yeah, with the Chris Brown for sure. We all know that Rihanna and Chris Brown energy. So maybe this turned into something abusive as well, is what I'm hearing here. Grown-ass man, grass ain't greener, dancing machine, evolve, new flame, these hoes ain't loyal. Interesting. So I definitely get an energy where there could have been a player type of energy going on here. Maybe this was something that you came to find out or uncovered about this particular person. Maybe there were some other things that you came to find out. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of, you know, death energy. It's almost like somebody being marked, almost like you being, just be aware of scammers is the big thing that I'm going to say here, especially if you are someone who does well for yourself. You could be a woman or a man, but in any case, the biggest thing that I'm feeling here is be aware of scammers, people trying to take advantage of you, of your kindness, that kind of thing. So coming to America, what do we need to know about this energy? Got the Psychic Tarot coming out here today. Conflict and defeat. And triumphant success in reverse. So it's almost like from the beginning this was doomed kind of energy, like someone wasn't being honest with you with this sword in reverse energy. It's almost like they were hiding from you, you know, perhaps how bad their situation really was or something of that nature. 5, they needed to make a change in their lives so things could be better. Spiritual strength, that did come out in the reverse. It's almost like, you know, this person was definitely in an energy of not having that connection within themselves, you know, of feeling defeated, of almost like wanting to jump ship, if you will, because interesting that we're getting this overseas kind of energy, right? So it's almost like someone wanting to jump ship from a situation that they were in. And I believe that this could be the other person that you were dealing with. Yeah, not really wanting to make the sacrifice that was needed to be made to really have something honorable and valid and true. Patience and planning. Yeah, there's definitely some prayers going on here. Is what I see with this patience and planning. Look at this. This guy is really praying. You know, this could be you or this could be them. Spirit versus flesh, year of the dog. So it's almost like, you know, spirit versus flesh. When I think about that, it's almost like that save a hoe energy. You know how we saw these hoes ain't loyal, right? So it's almost like that save a hoe energy, you know, like somebody wants you to save them, somebody wants you to make plans, but this is only going to, it seems, based on what I'm seeing here, is going to throw you off spiritually and materially, or, you know, financially, if you will. So I feel like somebody is definitely trying to make some plans, but definitely caught up in their head with this trapped in fear energy. You may be the one who is confused about whether you should invest in someone that perhaps may seem to be well put together on the outside or have a lot to offer, but maybe that's not the case. And maybe that's the type of people that you've run into in the past, waiting, constantly waiting, right? Either on someone to come through, to make the plans that they need to. Maybe somebody keeps, saying that they're going to do something, and yet they never follow through. So here you are up in your head with this Tupac energy. It's almost like this ghost energy, right? It's almost like, well, what happened? What's going on here? You keep telling me that things are going to happen, but it's like you never show up. Well, Tupac can't show up because he's dead, right? Or at least that's what the impression is. Deception and envy. Interesting. In the reverse. So maybe somebody is trying to confuse you as though they're not actually like after something. It's almost like trying to confuse you about what their true motives are. But I feel like you are tapping into what's going on here, honestly. It's almost like this is something you've seen before with this memories of love. It's almost like, why does this seem like this is something that I've been through before? Confused, but yet I feel like you're figuring it out. Like, really, you truly know what's going on here, and that perhaps you should let something go. Maybe this is something you've been waiting on for a long time. We got 2 2s here as well with this 2 of Swords. And then, you've got the intuition card here up in your head, but at the same time, not. It's almost like you know what you need to do in this situation. And it's almost like if it's something that's not really bringing you that happiness, if it doesn't like spark that fire within you, if it doesn't fill your cup the way that it should, I do feel like you are definitely being asked to look at this closer. With this 2 in reverse, it doesn't seem like it's anything that's more from a spiritual perspective. Moving on when I cut the deck. So yeah, this is definitely telling me 1717, that if you want to balance everything out with that 8-8 energy and more or less, be on the same page, that our picker has to be more or less in a good place. And how do we do that? Well, first of all, we have to ensure that we're happy within ourselves. And that's where this all comes from. Success and happiness are coming, but it all starts with a change within yourself, because it said change happens with what? Change. Exactly. So enjoy and celebrate life. Well, how can you do that? Perhaps it's making a change in the choices that we're making. And starting off here, I would say it would have to be with the type of people that we're choosing, That's like really being cautious, more selective is the word that I'm getting. Because if you're the type of person who is on a higher level, you're really working to balance things out in your life and within yourself, it is necessary, to come from that place where you're in a place where the positive can come through. But if we're constantly making the same choices that we were making before, it's that insanity thing, right? It's kind of like, how are we ever going to get something different if we don't choose different? This is what we are dealing with currently, or perhaps there is a snake around you that is trying to make you feel as though that they are here for the right reasons. But check this out, how we've got this 8 energy coming up here. Coming into this year, you could be dealing with a snake, someone who puts you on a wild goose chase all the time, someone who is not being completely upfront and honest with you, perhaps about their motives, their feelings, or what they're really after. Check this out. Not good to see. Another energy of pestilence. We got mice here. So definitely someone is just trying to get at what it is that you have to offer. Your goods is what I'm seeing here. Someone that just wants to tie you down, or, weigh you down, or anchor you, get their They want to get a hold, you know, like with that bite of the snake, right? Same thing with the mice nibbling away. It's like, you know, they're just waiting for their opportunity to strike, is what this feels like. And you could be receiving a message, a letter from this person as well. Perhaps a message of more or less like, it almost seems like an emergency type of request, right? Someone may send you flowers as well. I do feel like somebody's going to be stepping up their game, but they're still not going to be being completely honest with that moon energy. We're seeing a lot of 5s and a lot of 8s coming out here, as well as this 9 here. I feel like this is going to kind of like seal the deal. You got 2 9s coming through here. Maybe somebody's going to say something. They're going to, I don't know, something's just not going to set right with you. And then I feel like it's all going to make sense, right? What's going on here and what you need to do. Whether it's what somebody's saying or not, I feel like there's going to be like either a certain comment or something of that nature that someone is going to perhaps say that's going to help you to bring clarity and see what's been going on actually behind the scenes, or what this person has perhaps been withholding from you as to their true intentions, is kind of more or less what I'm getting. So this could be someone that's around you now, or someone who is still working at trying to get close to you. So do be aware of that if you were dealing with someone in 2023, whether you have physically met them or not, because again, they could be someone that's still trying to make their way over to you from overseas. But, you know, I always get that, you know, when they talked about the Mayflower and stuff like that, how the mice and rats and that kind of thing, that's what I'm getting, is I feel like there's some kind of strings attached. There's something going on behind the scenes that you're just not completely up to par on, you know, like you don't have all the information on, is what I'm hearing here. All right, so we have a message from your guardian angel, this beautiful pink energy coming out here today, 2223, I just saw on the timer. All right, so trust says, all unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with the divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect time. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. So if you feel like something is taking too long, or that there's something going on behind the scenes, or something is just not adding up or making sense, definitely call on your guardian angels to help you to make sense of what may be happening at this time, so you can make the right choices moving forward and truly be happy in this 2024. Here. All right, guys, so this is it, the year of the dragon. We got the Pegasus energy coming out here saying that you are totally magical. You have so much good to offer this world. And it's about being true to yourself at this point, and really loving yourself and choosing what you know is best for you. No more time to be caught up in drama, is what I'm hearing here. Time to put that past behind you, because again, that was on the bottom, right? And behind that is tear down the walls around your heart. It's definitely time to be clear about what it is that we're engaging in and who we're engaging with. Blessings to you guys for your 2024, and thank you so much for being here. Definitely thank you so much for hitting that like button, subscribe, and bell notification. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.